It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go from a rainy Charlotte. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 45, wide. Ready?
Throwing to begin is Love. Left side in the hands of London. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 20. And he will score. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Don't jump.
Right to the air, it's Fields. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Fields. He's got a man. That's Horton. And the defense can't come up with the stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
That's good for Panthers.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll swing this one out to Hall. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Extend. Here we go, son.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he will score! Tenarella McMillan. Touchdown, Panthers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Drill, set, ready. 50, green. Hut.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down.
Gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
From the 22 now, here's second and 8.
22, let's go. Red, black shot.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 50.
Love to throw on first and 10.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
6-yard line.
Black ultra, ready.
On play action, Love. Forced to his right. And he'll just bite the ball and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he's in! Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. McLaughlin now for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Here we go, sir.
Play action now for Fields. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Falcons with the early lead. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. First and 10.
EQ. Test. Bunch right.
They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Here we go. Go.
To throw is Fields. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Fields from the gun on third down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go. Green 19. Let's go Alpha right here. Right.
Fields to throw for it. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Striker, screen, down. Hut.
Love to throw it on first down. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
And the Falcons first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Falcons.
Drill green. You yellow. Fly blue. Ready.
On first down, it's Love. Open man, he's got it. It's London. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
22 needle. Hey, go steal. Set.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll take this one in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. What a start to the year. His second touchdown in this opening half.
Makes the score, Falcons.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Check. Hey, Karen. Here we go, son.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. To throw is Fields. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away, as he's standing right around his own goal line. That'll be returnable from the 35. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field.
Striker, 3-3. Set, ready.
Metcalf,
Yellow,
the motion
22.
man.
Ready.
Now Robinson. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to be taken down. Now after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there.
Ready, ready. 45, white. 43 rail. Steal, check, steal. Hut.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Let's go. 60 red. 60, 52 blaster. Set.
They'll stick with him again. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Here we go. Drill, 50, ready. Here's
Robinson. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. This is 3rd and 6.
Watch out now. Black shot. Here we go. Set. Yellow, 43. Huge, yellow. Red, cycle. Hut.
Here's Love. In trouble, and down he goes. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Falcons can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. This returnable with Reed. Finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Fields. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Go.
Throwing is Fields. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Now Fields. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that.
Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down. The Panthers will take their 1st timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Here we go.
They go play action with Fields. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. Now, Fields. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Reese Hall, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. Now a timeout for Carolina. It's going to be their 2nd as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this 1st half. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw is Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
2nd down, it's Fields. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break and come back. 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Delta. Here we go. Right.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
Here we go, son. Up. 319, get that.
A first down throw for Fields. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10.
Easy. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. I had a defender draped all over. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On the run to the right. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
Don't jump. Ready?
First down. Fields. Pass right side. That is hauled in by Horton. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Panther first down.
Easy. Here we go. Chip swing. Green 19, get that. No mas. You got a mini basic. Why not?
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. It's scooped up by the Falcons. He gets free. Inside the 30. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown Atlanta. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Falcons will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Panthers 7. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now. Half the score. He'll kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Can. Sit high.
Off the play action, here's Fields. Over the middle, he locates McMillan. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action now for Fields. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Here we go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is brought in. And he will get into the end zone. Corey Horton. Touchdown, Carolina. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. He fields it at the 8. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready, fight. 96, yellow, blaster, 6. Set.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. This one, batted away. It's incomplete. Devin Witherspoon with a tight coverage as he knocks it away.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Yellow, red, yellow. Hey,
Metcalf, the motion man.
yellow, blue.
They'll send a man in motion left. On the option, here's Robinson. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Ready?
Here's Love to throw. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Falcons, first down.
Watch out now. 6 claws red.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Set.
They'll run it here with Robinson. Inside the 30. And he's got another one. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. McLaughlin good on the extra point. And the Falcons are able to extend the lead.
Panthers 14. Chase McLaughlin.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This returnable with Reed. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and that is incomplete.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like you just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator, understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there, sustain the drive. Really nice job here by the defense, staying disciplined as the quarterback gets flushed from the pocket. I mean, how often do we see those guys kind of creep in and allow the ball thrown over their head? They took away everything downfield, and all the quarterback could do was dump this one off short to his back, and there wasn't much there.
And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Here we go. 319, get us
Fields to throw for it. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
6, Mega, Fury, yellow. Blaster, 6. Ready.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Striker, 3-3. Black Ultra. Slice blue. Yellow, 22. Hut.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
It's third down. 3rd and long.
Green jack. Blue striker. Set.
From the gun, it's Love. Tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete. Rove Odunze, the one he was looking for. And that'll set up 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Black Claw, 10.
Under 10.
52 Blaster. Drill green. Needle blue. Set.
On 4th down, Love. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
There we go. Catch. Smart ball, smart.
Here's Fields. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
15 yards. That's good for a Panthers 1st down.
On the give, it's Hall. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd down and 9. Fields now. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down and 1.
Throwing is Fields. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Let's go now. 50 green. Needle blue. Red, yellow. Black Ultra. Hut.
On 1st down, it's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard, very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Ready?
On play action, Love. He fires downfield for Pitts. That's caught! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
Falcons 1st down. 1st and goal, Atlanta.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Blue striker.
To throw is Love. That is caught to the goal line and in. Rove Odunze. Touchdown Atlanta. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Falcons add on to their already sizable lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This returnable with Reed. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They go play action with Fields. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Downfield, he's got Horton. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A big play for the Panthers. 31 yards. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Angel. Here we go. Hey, catch.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. There's that man again. Another catch. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
Hey, Can. Bunch right. Tonight.
A first down throw for Fields. He'll swing this one out to Hall. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up second and 10 at the 18-yard.
Off the play action, here's Fields. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. But a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
An 8-yard gain. It's
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is caught. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Ready, set. 43 rail. Right through. Down. This is green jack. Rail, yellow. Drill green. Ready?
On first and 10, here's Love. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready. Black, 95. Yellow.
Metcalf, the motion man.
Red. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
Second down throw for Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. Third down coming up.
Ready, trouble, 38, 33, yellow. Claws red. Blaster, 6. Steel, black. Hut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Striker, black ultra.
And the Falcons,
Red, cycle.
first down. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Atlanta.
Yellow. 6, mega. White, white. Black shot.
Love to throw it on first down. Now, deep ball for London. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down.
17. Here we go. Blue 32. Blue striker. Yellow. Blue. Light blue. Hut.
Back to the air, it's Love. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Faster.
To break the huddle, coming up now for first and 10.
97. Black, red.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Falcons, first down.
Ready.
Now Love. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. We'll try again here. Second and 10.
Watch out. Let's go. 50. Green. Rail. Yellow. Green jack. Drill green. Blaster. 6. Steel. Black. Hut.
Love to throw. Out wide, that's Robinson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
On the ready.
What can they do here on third down and 7?
Let's go now. 43 rail, 60 red, 60 red, 10 cycles. Yellow. Set.
We'll go play action with Love. Throw right side, caught by Gunze. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. Now it is first and goal.
That's
Set.
another Falcons, first
Red,
down.
38.
First
52
and goal
black.
at the 5-yard line.
Hut.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Drill, 52. Come on, set. Shot. 17. Yellow, 22.
And here's Bijan. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. Talk things over before third down.
Here we go. 10 black, trouble, 38.
Robinson. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up fourth and goal.
It's now fourth and goal.
Ready. Slide blue. Hut.
They'll go for it. Love. This one is caught on fourth and goal. They deliver. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Falcons. That his second touchdown of the afternoon.
Chase
On
McLaughlin
comes
lining up
McLaughlin
for
to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Falcons will add one more onto their big lead.
Panthers 21. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This returnable with Reed. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The return. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Blue 58, blue 58, go.
On first and 10, Fields. He's going to air this one out. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend that lead.
Here we go. 6, block 40. Smash, ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. On the move left. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Red. Striker, freeze 3. Blue.
London brought in motion.
Cycle, claws red. Needle blue. Fury, yellow. Set, hut.
On fourth down, Love. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by a good couple of yards. They will indeed get the conversion on 4th and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
10 black, smash, red. Set.
On second down, Love. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
10 yards to go.
Green jack. Set, hut, black shot. 33, yellow. Hut, hut.
From the gun, it's Love. Left side in the hands of London. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Here's Love. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down
is a turnover on down.
Don't go.
First down. Fields. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Hey, Chad.
Now, Fields. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Hey, no, 58 was his that. Right.
Fields to throw for it. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Needle blue. Set. Drill green. Black ball. Red. Cycle. Ready.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7. Down to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Trouble. 38. Red. 38. Hut.
Throwing is Love. Short one there to Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
Ready?
On play action, Love. Flush to his right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
On the set. Black Ultra. Ready. Clock 62 blue. Blaster 6. Set.
Back to throw is Love. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. He finds McMillan downfield. It's caught. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1.